Joe, what have you seen this year from Wade Allison, and what are you hoping to see in the last?
It's always hurt.
What's that?
It's always hurt.
Has he made any kind of positive impression on you?
Has improved tremendously. Yes, when he plays the game, when he knows who he is as a player, he's improved. Playing straight ahead, and has done a lot of good things on the wall. Yeah, his game's improved. Always hurt.
How consistent has he been in knowing who he is as a player?
It's hard to be consistent when you're always hurt. That's my struggle. Is you see him coming, now he's out again, and but I'm not. Certainly no negative thoughts or comments on when he's playing, because I do think he is. I wanted him more businesslike, how he approaches himself at the rink, and understanding what it is to be a pro in this league, and I think he's done that. So I've seen his game improve.
Over the course of the year, how have you managed any players that you've had like that? Like, how do you navigate all the injuries and deciding whether they're part of the team?
Well, he's part of the team. It's just really. I can't think of other people. You asked me about Allie, it's the first thought in my head. He's always hurt. I can't help but think that, because he's always hurt.
Is he unfortunate or reckless?
I have no idea. He's always hurt.
You weren't out there for morning skate when Sean Couturier was out there today. You were obviously on the ice with him, moving around out there. What did you think of him?
I didn't even watch him.
Okay.
Yeah, I was watching some other things, and you guys aren't going to get a daily Coots update. I'll tell you that right now, okay? Because I'm really not watching him. I've got other, not that he's not important, but I'm watching the guys and certain things we're trying to do in practice. So I really didn't watch him today.
I guess kind of as a follow-up to that, though, you're not necessarily watching him because you're paying attention to the guys who are slated today, but who is watching him? Who's making that decision when he's going to be ready?
Medical people, that is the first hurdle he needs to make here, is for the medical people to come to me and say he is fully cleared to play an ice hockey game. And that's when Coots and I, and probably Danny, have conversations as far as what we think is the best road to go. Whether it comes to that or not, I don't know. He's under a watchful eye of medical people. And that's the first hurdle.
Saw you chatting with Tyson Foerster after practice. What are you hoping to see from him as he continues to get a look here?
Yeah, I just more of what he's been doing. He has a lot to learn. Part of our job, as I've always said, is learning away from the puck. I can see he's raw there, expected to be. But the good part of what I've seen in, what's he play, three games? I just love his puck poise. I like how he protects it at certain times. I don't think there's a lot of panic in his game. Big body, obviously can shoot the puck. It's been encouraging his first 3 games here.
You mentioned after Tuesday's game with regards to Tyson that you think he might be able to help on the power play. In your answer, it kind of seemed like you were implying he would be around for a bit longer. What is the plan for him in terms of here versus the AHL?
Yeah, right now he's here. We're looking at the AHL schedule. Like next week, they don't play for the full week. I think they play, like Danny and I were just talking about it, I think Sunday, there's a Sunday game. They got a full week off. So Tyson's going to play. So he's got a couple more games this weekend. Next week, he's probably got 4 or 5 more games. Conversations about defensemen eventually here. I think we'll probably end up using a recall. If Allie plays tomorrow, we'll end up using a recall on Tyson. So we're trying to navigate both situations. As I've said right along, it's very important that Lehigh they get a good run in the playoffs. Hopefully they get in, and we're keeping an eye on that. So we're just trying to play against the schedules from both teams.
Several players have said that Carter Hart's been your best player this year from start to finish, and one thing that jumps out at them is his resolve, that even in games where maybe the team's struggling, he's hanging in there, and that, the team sort of feeds off that, whatever he's doing out there on the ice.
Yeah, he's that's what's impressed me all year long about him is I just think he just plays no matter what's going on in front of him. I think we've made improvements in front of him. I think our structure still inconsistent, but has been better for a lot of this year. We still have a ways to go there. He's been good. He's been really good, and forget about the numbers. I just like the way he carries himself. I look at highlights sometimes from other teams, and I see a breakdown or something like that, and the goal goes in. I see a goalie burning a hole through a defenseman, a teammate. My skin crawls watching even for another team. Carter sweeps the puck out of the net, no matter what happens. Sweeps the puck out of the net and gets ready to play. That's what I like about him. Is I think he's a really good pro, and his preparation and everything about it. I just like that stuff about him, and his play on the ice speaks for itself. He's played very well.
Going back to Wade, you said that you wanted him to take a more business-like approach. I guess, was that a conclusion that you arrived at yourself, or was that something that was kind of expressed to you when you got here?
No, I just watched. I watched during development camp and camp itself, and it's my opinion. And listen, I'm aggravated that he's always hurt, but I think he is. He's done the things we've asked of him, and I've been up and down his back all year long, but he has done the things we've asked of him. So I am not going to look by that as far as the improvement that we've asked him in parts of his game and how he presents himself.
You've talked about a lot this year about the idea of figuring out who's going to be a part of this moving forward. When you have a guy like Wade, who you've liked a lot what you've seen, you've liked his approach, you've liked the way he's improved, but as you said, he's always hurt. You know, how does that play into the decision of whether he's going to be part of it? It
does. Yeah, it has to. Again, I don't know. I still haven't. We still got another month. I'm not sure what's going to happen there, but it has to organizationally too, and not just the coach, but organization. When you're talking about contracts and stuff like that, that has to come into play. So we'll see where it goes.
Part of what makes him really effective is he goes all out, but that can also at times lead to injuries. Can a player know when to pick and choose spots of?
I think he's learned. I don't think he. I think for him to be an effective player, and he's done this, is not so much pick your spot, but understand the angling of the game. And that's a whole different subject we could talk all day long about. It's easy to be that guy running in and chasing down a guy, but you don't even get the puck or him. He's by you. You bang the boards. I think he's beginning to understand that, and I know Rock's done a little work with him. We all have, as far as why we're forechecking, how you forecheck, puck placement, using your body, holding on to pucks. He's shown improvement, but he's always hurt.
Is that one injury, the one where he was F1 and hit the guy on the boards and kind of fell awkwardly, was out for a while? Is that sort of what you're talking about with regards to angles?
Yeah. But listen, I don't want to take anything away from his effort either. I'm not trying to run him down. I think he needs to have, for him to be an effective player, he needs to have that in him. He just can't get hurt.
1 or 2 more? Okay, thanks, guys.
Am I making the point?
Yeah.